Newsflash, things are not always going to go your way in business. Okay, so this may not be like a huge newsflash for you, but it's something that we have to talk about. What happens? What do you do when things go terribly wrong? You're starting to wonder, oh my gosh, can I even do this? How did I make this mistake? Or why did this happen to me? It's a scary, scary place to be. I want to show you how to get yourself out of it because, guys, it's always going to happen. As long as you're in business for yourself, as long as you're a human being alive on this planet, you are going to have setbacks. You're going to have obstacles. You're going to have things happen that you never wanted to happen. What you need to do is not avoid those, not live a life where they don't ever come into your presence, because that wouldn't be a good life, right? You're here to grow, you're here to expand, you're here to create. And in doing so, there always will be things that stand in your way. Sometimes they're going to feel like they come up and smack you in the face. This is just the reality of life, and particularly because you've chosen this entrepreneurial path. This is part of the path. So how do you overcome these obstacles when they happen? Let's talk about this. I believe that there is a 5-step process. I have to check my notes to make sure I don't miss any steps. A 5-step process that can move you from that holy crap panic moment that you're feeling to getting yourself back on track. This is the key to success in your business. The better able you are to bounce back from these obstacles, bounce back from these setbacks, the more successful your business will be. Except that they're going to happen, okay? So if you are in the midst of these right now, here's the 5 steps that are going to get you from this sheer panic to back on track where you need to be. Step number 1, this might surprise you, but it's super important. Are you ready? Have a little pity party. Just take some time to feel bad for yourself. You have all of this awful emotion, this disappointment, this discouragement. Maybe you've got guilt. Maybe it's big enough that you've got some shame. Maybe you're angry, you feel let down. Maybe somebody made a mistake and it's somebody else's fault. Whatever it is, you've got all of this negative emotion bubbling up inside of you and flowing out. This is not the time to try to fix the problem. This is not the time to kind of pick yourself up by your bootstraps and move on. You have to honor the intensity and the depth of this emotion. Have a little pity party. Don't spend the rest of your life there, okay? Maybe this is not such a big setback and you just need an hour to go cool off and try again. Maybe this is like a major fail and you're now questioning your entire business plan. Give yourself a couple of days, okay? I remember one time, this was a few years ago, and I had been building something that I was just sure was gonna revolutionize my business, right? You know what? Nobody wanted it. In retrospect, the product wasn't what my market was looking for, but I was so excited about it that I was sure my clients were looking for it too. They weren't. I did not, when I realized what a failure this was, I didn't even do anything for one entire week. I just said no. I like, it hit me so hard because I had never missed the mark in such a big way. Thankfully, I've never missed the mark in such a big way since then, but I needed to get over myself. Be patient. This is the therapist in me talking, okay? You are not going to live in this place. So give yourself some space. If you're finding that you're living in this space for more than 5 days, okay, maybe you're stuck, but give yourself some space to work through those emotions. When you're in that emotional place of discouraged, disappointed, angry, sad, scared, worried, This is not the mindset from which you can be productive in your business. You're not going to be doing inspired work. You're not going to be coming from the resourcefulness that you need to be successful. So have this pity party. You guys, it's a really important part of the process. And if you try to pretend it's not such a big deal, just carry on. You're going to be carrying on from a place of energetic weakness, from a place of negativity, and you know that's not your best work. That's not where you're creating from. That's where you're like muscling through. And you don't want to do that. You want to create, okay? So have a pity party. Embrace it. Just don't live there. Okay, step number 2 is once you feel your energy shifting and you're done with that pity party, really this is like usually a day. For me, when something doesn't go well, when I come up with a setback, I will sometimes just take the rest of the day off, clear my head, get a good night's sleep, get to the gym, and then I'm ready the next day. So usually this is like less than a day for me. I know for me to get through it and get my energy clear, it's gotta involve some sweat. Now, you may be wired a little bit differently. Maybe you clear your energy through prayer, through meditation, through a delicious piece of chocolate, like whatever it is that clears your energy. Once you're done with your pity party, get that energetic base. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that creative flow that you love about your business, right? It's all of those things you love about your business. Reconnect with that energy. And whatever it is for you that will get you there, do it, okay? Sleep works really well. Meditation works well. Exercise works well, connecting with a friend may work well, going to the beach, like whatever it is. So first the pity party, and then realign your energy. And I know this is a little like touchy-feely maybe, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You know how important it is to come from that place of resourcefulness and energy and optimism. Okay, so that's step 2. Step 3 is ask yourself what good can come from this. Now you got to promise me you're not going to ask that question until your energy is back in that creative flow. Because if you ask yourself this question when you're in the middle of your pity party, you know what you're going to come up with. Like, no good can come from this and I'm never going to get there. Like, you know that, right? So get your energy back on track first. And then ask yourself, what good can come from this? So for me, when I had that like major failure and I just took a week to say, I just can't do this. What came from it was you can't like steamroll forward with an idea that you think is a good idea, Jennifer. You need to go full steam ahead with ideas that your clients think are good ideas, right? And I know that's silly, but I felt like I'm really in tune with people, with what people want. And what I took from this, and now still to this day, this is probably 3 years ago, still to this day, we don't launch a thing without surveying our audience. And we ask, do you want this? How interested are you? And we look at how many people respond. If we get flooded with responses, we know this is a topic people are interested in. If we don't get a lot of responses, or the responses are kind of mediocre, it's not something that people are very invested in. So for me, that was a really important lesson to learn, that it can't be what I'm excited about. It has to be what you guys are excited about. And I wouldn't have learned that lesson if I hadn't gotten smacked in the face the way I did, okay? So there is always good that can come from a setback, but you can't start to look for it until you're in the right headspace, okay? Then step 4 is recommit to your vision, your mission, your goals, your why, your purpose. Before you start to take action, just really get clear on, okay, let me reconnect at a deep level with what I'm doing. My mission is to help entrepreneurs get over the mind stuff so that they can be wildly successful in their lives and in their businesses. And even if this one thing doesn't work the way I thought it would work, I'm still passionately connected to that mission. I believe that if I can help you overcome your mindset stuff, you are going to be wildly successful in your business. And if this strategy wasn't the right strategy, that doesn't mean that the mission isn't worthwhile. So before you start to take any more action, reconnect with why you're doing this. Remember what you're here for. Remember what your purpose is. I do that through writing. I'll spend 20 or 30 minutes just rewriting my mission, rewriting my vision, because I get more enthusiastic as I do that. I remember why this is so important. I remember why I have to do this work. It's that important to me. So before you do any action, reconnect with that why. And now, step 5, take action. Because at this point, you've dealt with the emotional stuff that you need to deal with. And then you've gotten yourself back in that headspace. You now are like fired up. Before you take action, you should always be inspired, resourceful, energized, eager. This is the place where you want to take action from. And you've like cleared out all of that disappointment. You've cleared out all of that stuff, and you're taking action from this inspired place. That's where the magic happens. So next time you experience a setback, come back and rewatch this video, because it's super important that you not just try to power through, that you acknowledge where you are, what's happening in your life, what has happened, and clear that space to take inspired action once again. You are going to experience setbacks. You'll get this process down so that you can bounce back from them more quickly. And the more quickly you can bounce back with lessons, with new actions, with changing your course, the more successful you are going to be. So go have fun with this. Have fun with your business. And I will see you guys in the next video.